Hello friends. When you think of Italy, you picture the Colosseum teeming with tourists, its ancient stones echoing with the voices of centuries. It's a symbol of Roman power and architectural grandeur, a place where history truly comes alive. Venice, a floating city of romance and mystery, where gondolas glide along shimmering canals, carrying lovers and dreamers beneath historic bridges. The Rialto market buzzes with life, and the air is filled with the scent of the sea. Or maybe a mountain of pasta, a culinary delight piled high on a plate, smothered in rich tomato sauce and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. It's the taste of Italy, a simple pleasure that embodies the country's passion for food. But there's another side, a hidden face of Italy that often goes unnoticed. One that's almost silent, a world away from the bustling cities and crowded tourist spots. I'm talking about Italy's ghost towns. These forgotten settlements offer a unique glimpse into the past, a chance to experience a different kind of Italian beauty. Hundreds of abandoned villages dot the hills, scattered across the Italian landscape like secrets waiting to be discovered. Perched like forgotten crowns, these villages stand as silent witnesses to history, their stories etched into the very stones of their buildings. These aren't your dusty, Wild West ghost towns, filled with tumbleweeds and saloons. They're hauntingly beautiful, their decay adding to their charm and allure. Frozen in time, these villages offer a glimpse into a bygone era, a world where life moved at a slower pace. Imagine wandering cobblestone lanes where your footsteps echo, the only sound breaking the silence of centuries, peeking into homes left as if the owners just stepped out for coffee, a half-finished meal on the table, a child's toy left on the floor. 50 years ago, it's as if time has stood still, preserving these villages in a state of suspended animation. It's a living museum, a testament to the lives and stories of the people who once called these places home. Minus the crowds and the gift shop, there are no velvet ropes or guided tours, just the raw, unfiltered beauty of a forgotten world. These places are the antidote to our noisy, crowded world, a sanctuary of peace and tranquility where you can escape the hustle and bustle of modern life. No tourist traps, no souvenir shops selling mass-produced trinkets, no lines, no waiting to see the sights, no jostling for the perfect photo, just authentic history, waiting for someone to stumble upon it, to appreciate its beauty, and to learn from its stories. The beauty here doesn't need an audience. It exists for its own sake, a testament to the enduring power of nature and the resilience of the human spirit. Sometimes it's just there, patient and silent, waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to venture off the beaten path. If you've ever wanted an entire Italian village to yourself, to explore at your own pace and to soak in the atmosphere of a bygone era, this is your chance. An opportunity to step back in time and experience the magic of Italy in a way that few others ever will. Just don't expect to find a bathroom easily. Modern conveniences are few and far between in these forgotten corners of Italy, but the experience is well worth the sacrifice. So where are these magical empty places? They're hidden in Italy's most remote regions, Abruzzo, Basilicata, Calabria. Think of the hardest to reach parts of the Italian boot, where villages cling to mountainsides and gravity-defying alleys. Picture ancient stone houses, terracotta roofs, and winding streets that turn into staircases. Nature is taking over. Ivy climbs the walls, wildflowers burst from cracks, fig trees grow in old gardens. The architecture tells a story of survival, thick stone walls, high ground built for defense. Every corner is a postcard, every shadow a photographer's dream. The silence is so deep it's almost physical. But beware, these are ruins, collapsed roofs, missing floors and doorways that lead to nowhere. Exploring here is part adventure, part archaeology. You're not just seeing a place, you're feeling its rugged, enduring soul. And you'll need good shoes. Standing in a gorgeous, empty piazza, you wonder, why did everyone leave? The answer is simple. Life here was tough. Farming on steep hills, poor soil, unpredictable weather. Survival was a daily struggle. After World War II, Italy's cities promised jobs and modern comforts. Young people left for opportunity. The old stayed behind, but slowly the villages emptied. Schools closed, shops shut, doctors retired. Natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides often finished the job. It wasn't one dramatic event, but a slow, quiet exodus. These towns surrendered to the pull of the 20th century. What's left is a beautiful, haunting reminder of a vanished way of life. The silence here is the echo of all those departures, and it's strangely moving. Let's talk about Wi-Fi, that invisible force that dictates so much of our modern lives. We rely on it for everything, from staying connected with loved ones to navigating unfamiliar streets. But what happens when that connection disappears? What happens when you find yourself in a place where the digital world fades away? leaving you stranded in a sea of analog reality, or the distinct and sometimes jarring lack of it. Imagine stepping back in time, to a place where the internet is a distant memory, a forgotten luxury. In these ghost towns, nestled high in the mountains or hidden in forgotten valleys, finding a signal is a miracle, a fleeting moment of digital grace. You hold your phone aloft, desperately searching for a bar, any bar, but the screen remains stubbornly blank. No cafes buzzing with digital nomads, no co-working spaces filled with the hum of laptops and the clatter of keyboards. Just the bars on abandoned windows, a stark reminder of a life left behind. The silence is deafening, broken only by the whisper of the wind and the distant bleating of sheep. Your phone becomes a clock, a rather unreliable one at that, and a mediocre camera struggling to capture the grandeur of the landscape with its limited lens. At first you panic, a primal fear of being disconnected, of missing out on the constant stream of information that has become so integral to your existence. No notifications pinging and buzzing for your attention, no memes to distract you from the present moment, no proof of your off-the-grid adventure to share with your followers, no way to instantly broadcast your experience to the world. But then slowly, subtly, you start to notice things, details that were previously obscured by the digital noise. The ancient cobblestones beneath your feet, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, the wind whispering through the trees, carrying the scent of wildflowers and damp earth, the golden light of the setting sun painting the crumbling walls in hues of orange and pink. Your senses wake up, sharpened by the absence of digital distractions. You're not just looking at the world around you, you're truly present, immersed in the sights, sounds, and smells of this forgotten place. This forced disconnection, this digital detox you never asked for, is the greatest luxury these villages offer, a chance to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. No news alerts bombarding you with negativity, no endless scrolling through social media feeds comparing yourself to others, just the moment you're in, the beauty of the present, unburdened by the weight of the digital world. It's a return to a simpler time, a slower pace of life, before we outsourced our memories to the cloud, before we became slaves to our devices. Here, it's just you, the stones that have stood for centuries, the vast clear blue sky stretching out above you, and the profound enveloping silence that allows you to hear your own thoughts. And you'll want to tweet about it, to share this incredible experience with the world. But you can't, because there's no signal, no Wi-Fi, no connection to the digital realm. And that's precisely the point, isn't it? These towns aren't completely empty. The new residents, goats, cats, and the occasional eccentric artist. Goats rule the ruins, balancing on rooftops and munching wild vegetation. They eye you with suspicion. Don't touch anything, they just finished redecorating. Cats lounge in sunny windows, silent guardians of secrets. They know every story, but they're not telling. Sometimes you'll meet a human, a hermit restoring a house, or a shepherd passing through. These people have chosen solitude, finding peace in the silence. They're as much a part of the landscape as the stones. If you're lucky, they'll share a story or two. They're the last link to the village's living past. And as long as someone, or some goat, remembers the place isn't truly gone, the real locals are the ones who never left. These villages were once vibrant centers of life. Built on high ground for safety, they buzzed with children, gossip, and church bells. The stones hold centuries of stories. Grand palazzos, humble cottages, ornate churches. Each village had its own dialect, patron saint, and secret recipes. The decline came slowly, migration, disasters, and government relocations. Some were finished off by earthquakes or landslides. Now these dead villages are famous for being empty. Photographers, filmmakers, and travelers seek them out for their haunting beauty. Their remoteness and resistance to modernity are now their greatest appeal. They're backdrops for movies, fashion shoots, and dreams, celebrated not for what they are but for what they've lost. Why do these empty places draw us in? What is it about these forgotten corners of the world that captivates our imagination and pulls us away from the familiar? Is it the allure of the unknown, the whisper of untold stories, or something deeper that resonates within our souls? They're the opposite of our noisy, crowded lives, a stark contrast to the constant hum of modern existence, the relentless demands on our attention, and the overwhelming sensory overload that defines our daily routines. A true escape, a sanctuary where the silence speaks volumes, where the air is clean and crisp, and where the only sounds are the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of birds. It's a chance to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with something more primal and authentic. There's beauty in decay, a poignant reminder of the passage of time, the ephemeral nature of existence, and the inevitable cycle of creation and destruction. These crumbling walls whisper tales of resilience, endurance, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Nature reclaiming what was built, a powerful symbol of the Earth's enduring strength and its ability to heal and regenerate. It's a visual representation of the delicate balance between humanity and the natural world, a reminder that we are but a small part of a much larger ecosystem. Ivy on stone, a tapestry of green against a backdrop of gray, a testament to the tenacity of life and its ability to thrive even in the most unlikely of places. It softens the harsh edges of the ruins, adding a touch of whimsy and romance to the scene. Trees in churches, a surreal and awe-inspiring sight, a symbol of the merging of the sacred and the secular, the spiritual and the earthly. It's a reminder that nature is the ultimate sanctuary, a place where we can find solace, inspiration, and a deeper connection to the divine. It's humbling, a reminder of impermanence, that everything we create, everything we build is ultimately destined to fade away. It encourages us to appreciate the present moment, to cherish the beauty that surrounds us, and to live each day to the fullest. Standing here, you feel the weight of history, the echoes of generations past, the stories of lives lived and lost. You become a part of something larger than yourself, connected to a lineage that stretches back through time, and the lightness of your own existence, a sense of freedom and liberation, a release from the burdens of everyday life. You realize that your worries and anxieties are insignificant in the grand scheme of things, and you can finally breathe and be present in the moment. For artists, it's inspiration, a blank canvas upon which to project their creativity, a source of endless ideas and possibilities. The ruins offer a unique perspective, a chance to see the world in a new light and to capture its beauty in their own unique way. For the rest of us, it's curiosity and the thrill of discovery, the chance to explore the unknown, to uncover hidden gems, and to piece together the fragments of a forgotten past. It's an adventure that ignites our senses and awakens our sense of wonder. Every crumbling wall tells a story, a silent testament to the lives that were lived within its embrace. Each stone holds a memory, a secret, a whisper of the past waiting to be discovered. Every empty window is a frame, a portal to another time, a glimpse into a world that once was. It invites us to imagine the faces that peered out from within, the stories that unfolded behind its glass, and the dreams that were dreamt within its walls. No tourists in your shot, just pure, silent beauty. A moment of tranquility, a sanctuary of peace, a place where you can truly connect with yourself and the world around you. You become part of the story, if only for a moment. It's about stepping into a living storybook. We're all explorers at heart, searching for echoes of the past. In these silent streets you find a connection that feels real. And for a little while you belong to the story too. Ready to move in? Let's talk reality. That €1 house? It's just the start. Think new roof, plumbing, paperwork, and Italian bureaucracy. You'll need architects, engineers, and patience. Life here is quiet, sometimes too quiet. Your social life? Waving to the shepherd once a week. Shopping is an expedition, food delivery is a fantasy. You must be self-reliant and resourceful. But for artists, writers, or dreamers, it's paradise. You'll join a small community breathing new life into forgotten places. It's a chance to restore beauty and leave your mark. The challenge is huge, but so are the rewards. So, are Italy's ghost towns the ultimate destination or just a beautiful tragedy? They're both. They offer a unique journey back in time, a chance to disconnect and rediscover silence. If you crave escape from crowds and noise, this is your sanctuary. Here, the only timeline is centuries old, and the only notifications are birds at sunrise. You can have a piazza to yourself, a rare luxury. But it's not for everyone. The silence can be unnerving, the isolation real. And yes, maybe a ghost or two, probably just a goat, but who knows? Visiting these villages is unforgettable. A reminder that even in abandonment there's beauty, even in silence there are stories. So go, explore, and get lost in the hills. You might just find a piece of yourself. And don't forget to use the bathroom before you go.